Friday, March the 3rd edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, it's Friday!
It's Friday!
It's Fastlane weekend!
Yeah, that Raw weekend, it was beautiful. Charlotte's supposed to be there tonight.
She's supposed to be at the Bucks. Who are the Bucks playing tonight?
I don't know, some random team.
Probably one of the other 29, right?
Yeah, probably one of the 29, but she's supposed to be at radio tonight to talk about Fastlane, how she's gonna kick Bailey's ass.
Oh boy. Well, Smoody, we got a busy show. You ready to recap Smackdown?
I'm ready. It was a violent Smackdown. Wow.
Well, it started off with Miz TV and Miz coming out talking about Miz and Maurice. Then John Cena comes out as the guest. They go back and forth. Tony, and it's leading towards the mixed tag team match at WrestleMania, and we heard a lot of bantering back and forth. I think this is going to be one of the funner storylines to watch and witness over the next month.
I like how Miz comes out and he tells the production crew to shut Cena's microphone off, and then for like 10 minutes he spews out his garbage, telling that he's coming in second place, this and that. He's not the poster boy of WWE, and
I think he sounded good.
He did until Maurice sees that slap, and here comes Nikki Bella with her thug life. He's like,
and what, Tony? What was her words to Maurice?
You better watch out. I'm gonna slap you, bitch.
Should be exciting to see where that goes. Of course, that's leading to a mixed tag team match, possibly Nikki Bella's last match as a full-time wrestler due to her injury. Okay, 2 out of 3 falls. Becky Lynch defeats Mickie James. We're going to get to Mickie James' husband in a little bit. A lot of news coming out of TNA this week, and of course their show was last night. We'll have a recap of that on Wednesday's show, so stay tuned for that. Number 1 contender for the WWE Championship, Tony, this one took me by surprise. AJ Styles defeats Luke Harper.
Yeah, that kind of threw me like a monkey wrench too, because most of the night I was really back and forth watching that and the Donald Trump thing. But AJ Styles getting a win over Luke Harper, that was a pretty shocking. I think otherwise he kicked Shane McMahon in the gut later on during the match. Yes,
and I think we're going to see more from Shane McMahon coming up. I think what he's going to do is I think Shane McMahon deleted that storyline. I think he's going to take that away from him because of something that happened later on in the night.
Well, what happened was after the show on Talking Smack, I guess him and Daniel Bryan went to go talk about something, so they're right now discussing something about that, so we'll have to find out this Tuesday night live in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yep, Dean Ambrose versus Kurt Hawkins don't happen as Dean Ambrose gives the dirty deeds of Kurt Hawkins, then Baron Corbin comes on the big screen. They go back and forth. Does it look like an Intercontinental title match? Not for the first time in a while, not a ladder match. Do you think it's going to be between just those two?
Maybe it will be between those two. Maybe it will be a battle royale. Maybe we'll see something.
No, they'll have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh, you can have 2 battle royals.
But don't Baron Corbin have to be in that as the defending champion?
Yeah, he can also. He's done double. There's people that have done triple duty at WrestleMania.
Don't the Battle Royal's usually on the pre-show anyway, isn't it?
Well, 2 years ago it was on the pre-show. Last year it was on the main card.
It was supposed to be on the pre-show last year, and they moved it.
No, they have a pre. Yeah, it was supposed to. But I think this year they'll have it on the pre-show because it's gonna be 2 hours of mostly talking and everything. So. Yeah,
and then of course you had a chairs match. Dolph Ziggler defeats Apollo Crews, and then Bray Wyatt comes out and talks about AJ Styles. But then all of a sudden Randy Orton comes on the screen, and he was at what? Where was he?
He was at the Bray Wyatt compound.
That was it.
Fire.
And Sister Abigail was buried there. He set it on fire. He says he'll see him at WrestleMania. Do you see it as a triple threat match, or do you see AJ Styles getting screwed by Shane McMahon and it's going to be one-on-one?
Well, right now Wikipedia has already said it will be a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, but I see it. AJ Styles getting screwed by Shane McMahon and Luke Harper sneaking his way to get involved in that triple threat match. Because it's going to be a wide family triple threat match at WrestleMania. We're going to pay to see that.
That is going to be exciting. Okay, of course, finally, 205 Live. Noam Dar defeats Lindsay Dorado. Tozawa and Brian Kendrick cut a promo. They're going to be part of a tag team match coming up on Sunday. I believe it's on the kickoff show, right?
Yes.
And then TJ Perkins, Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali lose to Tony Nese, Daivari, and Drew Gulak. Then Neville and Jack Gallagher cut a promo as they lead to their Cruiserweight title match. at Fastlane. So that was everything from Tuesday. We're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to recap Ring of Honor and NXT. That's next on the Ringside Report. On this date, Tony, March the 3rd, Paul B.A.R. gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. We were there that night. That was the night CM Punk was supposed to come back, and it ended up being Paul Heyman coming out to his music.
Yeah, it was the Occupied Raw that night. It turned into a nightmare, but next week, the following week, it was Daniel Bryan's turn to Occupy Raw.
Indeed, it was. What a night it was, and Paul B.A.R., of course, passed away. What was it, not even a year, or almost a year to the day that he passed away from an illness. Okay, now let's recap Ring of Honor. Christopher Daniels comes out and talks about who he is the #1 contender, and 1 week from tonight, at the 15th anniversary, he'll be facing Adam Cole. Well, Adam Cole comes out. It was story time with Adam Cole, baby! And then Adam Page comes out and attacks Christopher Daniels. Kazarian comes out and makes the save. We have a tag team match. Adam Cole and Adam Page defeat The Addiction. First match of the Top Prospect Tournament where the winner, remember last year, Tony, last year's winner was Lio Rush. He got a match for the world title at Supercard of Honor when we were there. This one, it was John Seiler getting a win over Sean Carr. Motor City Machine Guns versus Tempura Boys don't happen as the Motor City Machine Guns were attacked. Then the Ring of Honor television title on the line, Marty Scurll defeats Donovan Dijak. So that is Ring of Honor as we're getting closer. Should be a fun show. Lio Rush gets a TV title shot at the 15th anniversary. Do you see him getting a chance? He's been in the company for a year. Does he have a chance to beat Marty Scurll?
He does, but it's just hard for Lio Rush. He's got to prove that he's got to be the top dog in Ring of Honor.
It's going to be interesting, and of course, I think within the next couple of weeks, another twist's going to come into the story between Adam Cole and Christopher Daniels, and we'll, of course, break that down before it happens, but it's a heart-wrencher, Christopher Daniels, what he's had to go through, and we'll talk about that coming up in the next couple of weeks. NXT, Patrick Clark, you remember him from Tough Enough?
Oh, yeah.
He was acting like, remember Orlando Jordan in TNA when he was very flamboyant?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's kind of in that storyline. He's kind of that gimmick. He gets a win over Sean Maluta, who I believe is the son of the other Wild Samoan that's not Roman Reigns' dad. So I believe he's the cousin of Roman Reigns and the cousin of all the Usos and Rikishi and all them. But he lost. NXT Women's title on the line. Asuka defeats Peyton Royce. I thought this match was going to happen at TakeOver. It happens then. Then Peyton Royce, Billie Kay attack Asuka. And then Ember Moon makes the save. And then all of a sudden, her and Asuka have a stare-off. Tony, I think we're going to get our women's title match. I think we're going to get Ember Moon one-on-one with Asuka.
Well, I know Mike did it, but I think they probably, what Real's going to do is make it probably a fatal four-way.
No, I don't want a fatal four-way.
Well, it's got to be something. He's got them two bimbos against Asuka and Bermuda.
So, you know what? That actually makes sense. Because what I think's going to happen is Asuka's going to lose the title without getting pinned. And then debut on Raw or Smackdown the week after WrestleMania.
So, let's see. We're supposed to have the Hardy Boys show up. We're supposed to have...
Kurt Angle is now official for both Raw and SmackDown.
Well, did you hear? He's going to take over. They're firing Mick Foley that
night. Good.
I'm
sick because he's recovering from surgery, so let him take a vacation.
Well, no. What I've heard is that Mick Foley is supposed to be fired, and Kurt Angle is supposed to be the new Raw General Manager as of the night after WrestleMania 33.
That should be exciting. And then, of course, in the main event, Authors of Pain and DIY ended a no contest when the Revival attacked both teams. And we already announced this, and it's going to be announced official soon. It is a triple threat match for the tag team titles coming up at NXT TakeOver Orlando.
Yeah, I'm waiting for is Nakamura to come back and face Bobby Roode.
Shinsuke!
Yeah, at NXT TakeOver Orlando.
Okay, folks, that is where you're all caught up to date as we get you ready for the weekend. We're going to take a final timeout. When we come back, it's time for the Fast Lane warm-up. I'm up by 2 points. Can Tony come back this weekend going into... Well, we still have 2 more pay-per-views, including this one before WrestleMania, but we'll be back. fast lane warm-up. We're we don't have much time left today, so we're gonna jump right into predictions. The updated standings, 13-11, me over Smooty. First, the kickoff show, Brian Kendrick, Noam Dar versus Rich Swann and Tozawa. Does this match have any meaning?
No, I think it's gonna what happens is Kendrick is gonna probably screw all of them over and then face Neville at WrestleMania.
So who do you got?
I got Kendricks and Noam Dar.
I'm going to say Rich Swann and Tozawa, and I say Austin Aries returns in Milwaukee, and that's going to lead to the Cruiserweight title match at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you're gonna be dancing like Rich Swann, too.
Darn tootin', Bayley versus Charlotte women's title. Charlotte's not going 17-0.
Yeah! Woo! I'm going Charlotte, baby! Woo.
I'm going to agree with you. I believe Charlotte, and then Bayley wins it back at WrestleMania.
God, you was.
Okay, Nia Jax, Sasha Banks. Does Sasha Banks stand a chance?
I say she got an upset. I think she pulled an upset over Nia. She couldn't get the Royal Rumble in the pre-show. I say she does it tonight and she beats Nia Jax.
You think so?
I got Sasha. I think she comes back and beats Nia Jax.
So you say Sasha Banks wins?
Yep, and an upset.
Okay, I'm going to say Nia Jax. I say Sasha Banks then is going to turn on Bayley and cost her the women's title. Cruiserweight title, Neville, Jack Gallagher.
The king of the cruiserweights, Neville.
I agree with you. I got Neville as well. Tag team titles, Gallows and Anderson, Enzo and Cass. Enzo and Cass has never had a tag team title in WWE or NXT.
I don't think Enzo and Cass are going to win it. I go with Gallows and Anderson. Because I think it's going to be a triple threat match because the big New Day are going to involve at WrestleMania.
Okay, I also agree with you, Gallows and Anderson. Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn. Does Sami Zayn have a chance to win at Fastlane?
No, I think Triple H is going to go into WrestleMania, so I think Joe's going to come in. But I think that on the next night on Raw, I think it's going to be, there's going to be a tag match. It's supposed to be Triple H, Samoa Joe versus Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins.
We'll see. Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns. Rumor has it the Dead Man returns in Milwaukee.
I go with Braun.
Do you think the Dead Man shows up?
I think he shows up, but he shows up after the match is over.
I'm gonna say Roman Reigns gets a win over Braun Strowman. I think it's gonna be a disqualification by the Undertaker.
What do you think, Joe or Sami Zayn? Who do you got?
Oh, I got Samoa Joe.
Okay.
Main event, Kevin Owens versus my guy. For the first time, I think I'm going to see him live since 98, 99, Goldberg. Who do you got?
I'm going to go with Goldberg because I think it's going to end in the most controversy anywhere.
Does Brock show up?
Brock shows up, so does Jericho. Jericho screws Kevin Owens over. Goldberg hits the spear, beats Kevin Owens, and then Brock Lesnar hits the F5. We'll see on Raw Monday night in Chicago. Monday
night's going to be exciting. Sunday night's going to be exciting. Folks, I hope you guys are in the Bradley Center. We will have a wrap-up from the BMO Harris Bradley Center, and then we'll have the sights and sounds on Monday. Tony will be out on Monday to preview Raw because he'll be on his way to Raw. So, Tony, we'll hear from you on Monday's show, but we also won't hear from you in studio till Wednesday. So enjoy Raw, and we'll see you Sunday night in Milwaukee.
That's all we have. I have a voice by the time Wednesday comes around.
Should be exciting, folks. Everyone have a great weekend. Hope to see you all there, my wrestling family. I'm sure you'll all be there loud and proud in Milwaukee. Can't wait.